Give it up, Cap. We've won. Game over.
Not if I have anything to say about that.
Let's get all that boring stuff out of here and talk about someone more interesting. Me.
Deadpool, what the hell? What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. I specifically hired only those 12 actors to come and do this one really cool intro for me that I thought would be amazing for my next video, and you had to come in and ruin it. I've invested thousands in this project. Thousands.
It's fine. You'll get reimbursed eventually. I was thinking, y'all know I'm coming to Rivals next from all the trailers, so I thought, considering all you've done so far in your channel is concept.
Hey, I have other videos in the works too.
Yes, but not yet, so that can all be moved aside in your schedule to focus on concepting a confirmed character. Me. I was thinking, I would run the video, I would concept myself, and I would make my character perfect. You wouldn't have to worry about a thing. I'll do it in the order you like with the skins first and then the moveset so that all you have to do is just sit there and watch. And if the crowd doesn't want to watch those skins, they can skip to the moveset, or they don't have to do the moveset and just see the skins. Plus, I'll make sure to include the tooltips for you and for the crowd so that they know what each button would be on every console. Now, can I do it?
Fine. I trust you this one time. Just don't let me down.
All right, yes. Let's go. Let's go, video. Start?
Are you forgetting about something?
What?
The intro?
Oh yeah. Hey, roll the intro. Wait, I'll roll the intro. Okay, so the first thing Cyclops wants in this video is skins. And obviously, for my default, what you would see is this. It's confirmed already, and from the trailers and from the photos, this is what I'll look like, so no need to mess with perfection. But then what I was thinking, for the recolor, I wanted to keep it interesting. So I present to you gray. I know many of you would have predicted that it's not really as interesting, but what else are you going to do? It's Deadpool. My only other color is gray. But also I decided to spice things up. Not just to recolor. I'm not any ordinary Deadpool. I'm special. I don't deserve just to recolor. So I'm going maskless for this skin. Now there are a few other skins down the line that I could go maskless for, but I think this one would work a lot better. And finally, something I want to do for all of my skins that I thought would be really cool is that my guns every single time, doesn't matter what rarity the skin is, my guns would change models. Now for you might be thinking, then for legendary skins, how do your moves change? Well, I got swords, buddy, and those won't change. Those will only change for legendary skins. But I was thinking, to match my most iconic ray color, we can use one of my most iconic guns, my gold-plated Desert Eagle Mark 19 pistols chambered in 50 Action Express. Oh, look at these babies. Oh, it's beautiful. Actually, I prepared a little mock intro for the next skin because my other launch skin would be a legendary skin, believe it or not. Now, let's run it. Stan, hurry up. I'm trying to get to the next panel, but you're still on penciling.
I know. Give me a minute.
I don't have a minute. I'm going now.
You sit back down.
I think I'll stand up.
You're not even colored yet.
I don't need color. I look fine like this. That's perfect. I think it'd be really cool for this pen and ink style. Now, I don't know how they pull off the transparent look. It could be really weird. Maybe I should be white with lined paper or something? Yeah, lined paper would be cool. This would be if they could pull the skin off, and it's not easy, but it's NetEase, so of course they can. This would be beautiful. The guns would probably be erasers or pens, and for the pencils would be swords, and instead of B and Arthur, we'd have Pencily and Pen Arthur. Yeah, work in progress. But yeah, it would be so cool. And then I have a few other skin concepts like Suit Deadpool and a banana gun, because you can't be serious all the time. And then also Cyborg Deadpool and also Superman. Actually, more like Deadpool Man. Yeah.
What about breaking the Marvel fourth wall? Just reaching into the other universes like that? And also you'd probably have to rebrand slightly, like maybe scribble a D on instead of an S to avoid copyright. But otherwise, that is a pretty good amount of costumes.
So let's get on to the moves. My primary fire. They're my pistols. I call it wait for flash. Bang! It's a simple move. I use my pistol. It's like a decent amount of ammo with a reload. And I was thinking, for the reload, there's like 5 or 10 different reload animations. And every time there's a random one, like maybe I fully reload the gun, or I throw the gun in the air, or it magically reloads. Or maybe I just spit in it and it just reloads itself. Maybe I just kind of slam it against the ground and pull out new ones.
It would be cool that you can come up with new ones constantly and keep it interesting.
Now I'm going to skip the L2 and the R1 and go straight to L1. This is what I call switch it up. How this would work, you would pull up a menu and you press this button. See this menu similar to Gambit's where you pull up a menu and you can press different buttons to activate different things? Well, it pulls up a menu and there's 4 options. Option 1 would be R2. When you press R2, it gives my pistol an AR attachment, which means my pistol fires faster. L2 would be a shotgun attachment, meaning it does more damage but more spread. R1 would be a sniper attachment, meaning less ammo but more damage and more accuracy. And L1 would be a bazooka attachment, which would be a long reload, 1 ammo, which is like boom. And using and switching the attachment or removing an attachment costs something called a Deadpool charge, because all these other characters get charges. I want Deadpool charges. So you can spend 1 Deadpool charge, you can have up to 3. Also, you can get a Deadpool charge every time you get a kill. That's the only way to get them. Maybe I can have them charged over time, or do damage, or do whatever, but I think only on kills is okay. Anyways, I'm actually going to do his melee attack next because normally for melee it's R3 on console. I think there's no point in going over it here. Cyclops doesn't have it preset, but figure it out. When you press melee, normally melee it's the same amount of damage for every character. Some characters have a slightly stronger melee for a combo. I was thinking, melee strong attack, it's essentially like another attack. It's like pressing a secondary fire, except I'm using that button already, so we made it the melee. I call my melee Bean Arthur, and it's my 2 amazing swords. Every slash does a higher amount of damage than a normal melee, but every Deadpool melee does the same amount of damage, but again, there's different animations. So it's a slam down or slash from the bottom right to the top left, or like X slash, just a whole bunch of different slashes, but they all do the same amount of damage. The only real thing is slight randomness in which one you get for hitbox changing. Now my first ability is called Changes, and actually I don't have a proper name for it. I would say it's called Changes, but it changes, so I guess each one would have a different name. It's L2. Now I get to explain how this is going to work. I've seen many concepts online, people saying, oh yeah, at the start of the game you'll get to choose my role, or every season depending on which one's strongest. Like for example, if it's triple support, I'll be a support. If it's triple tank meta, I'll be a tank. If it's 2-2-2, I'll be DPS. Those are 2 really big ones I've seen. I'm thinking at the start of the game, I originally thought maybe they'd implement by season change, but I think at the start of every game, whoever's playing Deadpool would choose, and then if they switch off Deadpool, whoever switches onto Deadpool got to choose. So there would be like a Deadpool in every single section. And then only one person will play the Deadpool, even though technically there's 3 Deadpools. When you're playing me as a DPS, the ability is called Explode, and I explode in a nearby radius. It's like a self-destruct. Of course I can rebuild myself. Exploding costs all 3 of my charges. When I'm a tank, it's called Bubble Up, and I just bubble myself, kinda like Magneto, and it costs 2 charges. And all the damage that they deal to the bubbles will end up converting into Deadpool charge. As a healer, my ability is called I Got You, and it's a healing beam which costs 1 charge. My ability is my R1, and it's called Taco Time, where I get to hop in a taco truck and drive around, kind of like the Ghost Rider from Cyclops' last video. I'm not explaining that because it's such a complicated ability. Go watch that after this. Except it doesn't explode, it just kind of disappears after you get out of it. And my second ability for Triangle is called Who's a Good Boy, and I get to summon Dogpool to run around for me. It damages enemies, kind of like Squirrel Girl's ult, but with way less damage. And also, I yell, I learned this one from Doreen, anyone who doesn't know that Squirrel Girl's name. And I have a passive, and depending on what role I am, I'm a tank, I have more HP, I'm a DPS, I deal more damage, and if I'm a support, I get healing on my primary fire. And now finally for my ultimate, it's called What HUD, where I grab a HUD element and I throw it with R2. There are images on the screen of what I'd consider a HUD element. And also I have 3 team-ups, but I can only have up to 1 of them active, depending on the role I am currently. When I'm a DPS, I get Web Shot, which is with Spider-Man. And when I click circle, my primary fire shoots 1 big web gun. As a tank, I have Program X with Wolverine, where I get an adamantium skeleton that I can turn on, which grants me more HP but makes me a lot slower. And finally, I get the best fish dog with my favorite Jeff. When I'm a support, I swap my healing ability with Jeff's. This means Jeff gets the heal beam and I get the bubbles, and wow, I think that's everything. There is a lot of concept in that Cyclops puts into this, trying to figure out how balanced it would be, how ungame-breaking. Did you know? Cyclops, the first characters, he concepted them back at the end of Season 0, start of Season 1. That's when they were concepted. And look at when the video came out. Alright, well, he gave me a list here of things I have to say. Ad reads, he says, only ask them to subscribe if they like the videos, but flark that. Subscribe, man. Also, if you are subscribed, turn on the bell. You won't want to miss these notifications. Like the video, because of course you love me. Also, it tells Psych that you want to see more of me. Who knows, maybe he actually might hire me. Because right now, this is all just free labor. The hype feature, again, boosts the videos. I think he said all this before. Is there anything else I'm missing? Oh yeah, that's a bit about commenting any of your concepts down below. Yeah, alright, signing off. Deadpool.